to respond. Here we go. Oh, snap. She in the building.
Hello there.
What's
Can you
going
see me?
on?
Hi, Brother Calvin. How are you?
Good, ladies and gentlemen, this is the one and only. So you've heard of Kiera Kiki's here, but you need to know about Quiandria, Kiki Willis in the
Yes.
building.
And you
Come
said
on.
my name right.
Come on. It ain't
Come
hard.
on.
It
Come
ain't hard.
through.
Come on.
Thank you.
So, how have you been?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited. I'm happy to be here.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
excited.
I'm excited too. So, I always tell my origin story of my guest before we get started. So,
Okay.
uh, Keandre and I met. We met during a play that we
Yes.
were both in, and we automatically clicked because she's a fool just like I am, and
Yeah.
so
We don't have
we
no
just said,
sense. No
right, we
sense.
ain't got no. That's
No
our
sense.
anointing. Our anointing is no sense. Come
No
on,
sense.
come on.
No sense.
Can I get
Okay.
away?
Tambourine.
Won't he will?
Willy Wonky. Willy Wonka. Come on.
And so then we ended up rehearsing for a play that neither one of us did. No, I did it. I can't remember. I think I did it. I did it.
You did
Yeah,
it?
I
Okay.
did it. Yeah.
No
And
comment.
that was the only two times that we worked together. That was so
Was
far.
it?
I,
Okay, because I think the other one you had recommended me for Mr. Brown's play, Broderick.
right. Yeah, I didn't do that one.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that was the one. So we
Right.
each didn't do one.
Right. Right. And now we here on my show on the
Now we
show.
here on the Faith Factor.
Hey.
Boom.
Hey. All right. So let's jump right into it. How did you get started in acting?
Well, I would say that I started really young.
Mhm.
Like you know how we do, like around the house, we'll act out Jerry Springer or Maury. We reading them test results like you are not the father or you ain't the mother. I don't know how you can't be the mother, but strange things happen. So we I used to act out Oprah,
Uh,
and the most popular thing that I acted out was church.
okay. Of course.
You ain't no church baby unless you acted out church and
Come
shouted
on.
using had your drums with your pen and stuff. You ain't no
Yes.
church baby unless you done did that. So you church. So I want to say I started out personally in my own home with my the people I grew up with, my sister, cousins, just
Mhm.
having church, acting out stuff,
Right.
imitating people. I would say professionally, I started in 2015.
Hmm.
Yes,
That's
yes,
what's up.
always been a passion.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So how did you handle stage nerves though?
Okay. So for me, I don't think about going on stage. Like I don't think about it. The only thing that is on my mind is remember my lines so I don't look like Boo Boo the Fool when I go out there in front of all them people.
Uh-huh.
And the thing that helps me also is that I don't know, like you've been on stage.
Hmm.
So from where we stand, if I can't see the audience and I can't see the people because it's dark, I'm good. Like if I don't see
Right.
their faces, I'm good.
And
I
that
can see the
light be right there
kneecaps.
in your eye.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Blind me. Don't let me see them because
Right.
I don't know what's going to happen after that. But I just don't think about it. I just do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Can you remember any funny bloopers that have happened during a play while you were on stage?
So a funny blooper is this particular play I really did not want to participate in, and I was just doing a friend a favor. And
Uh
so I think my energy was like so off to the point where it made me go out on the wrong scene. So we was just sitting there, me and my scene mates was just sitting there like, this ain't the right scene. Should we get up or should we just do it? We got up and rolled out. It was like, praise God. We put up the church finger and went on, exited stage left. So I would say that was a blooper. Try not to laugh on stage because
Oh my God.
um, I have a character called Priscilla, and I
Hmm.
don't want to. I should talk in her voice. Should I talk in her voice?
Come on, let them
Priscilla.
use you. Let them use you.
These are our church announcements. Govern yourself accordingly. So Priscilla is like she hood, but she presents herself as being this professional dumb blonde. But when you rub Priscilla the wrong way, that's
Hmm.
when the hood comes out.
Hmm.
So with that character, I wanted to make a statement and wanted it to be memorable. So I came out on stage with this snorkeling flippers. This was to Death Do Us Part when we did the show together.
I think that might have been the other reboot when I wasn't in it because I don't remember.
Oh,
I
oh
remember
yeah,
you
that may
doing
have been that may have been yeah. Well, what did I wear the last time? Did I wear pajamas? I did something crazy because I always do something with that particular character that
Okay,
I don't
it
even
wasn't
like. It just
flippers. I would remember that. It was.
okay. So it's hard to stay in character, especially when your scene mate be looking crazy and trying not to laugh. Like, you know how laughter is contagious. So
Right.
I'm looking at this person that I'm in a scene with, which was the pastor, and he's trying to hold it together. I'm trying to hold it together, and I'm trying to explain, do my lines, but he looking like he about to just explode with laughter. So I would also say that it's definitely hard staying in character.
Do you like improv more or you more script?
I like improv.
Right. I
I
love.
definitely like because it makes it more natural. Like
Yeah.
you're in the moment, and whatever unction comes, whatever downloads upon you, it's memorable. Like I really love improv,
Mhm.
and I would say a lot of a lot of the things that we've gotten in rehearsals was improv. Like this ain't on a script. Like we off book now.
Right. So I love that freedom too. So you're
Yes.
also a playwright. Hmm.
Uh-huh.
So what is your writing process? Take us through that.
So for me, I would get storylines in a dream.
Hmm.
Or like I may see something and I'm like, I wonder if anybody ever written something like this before. And I
Hmm.
just start from there. So I'm not one that needs music or I don't need a certain atmosphere. And my writing is like I may start one thing, but like, I'm gonna put this down and I got another idea, so I'm gonna start this. So
Hmm.
I have a lot of things that's not finished, but I keep going back to it when I get
Okay.
different ideas.
Okay.
Yeah, until it finishes, until it all comes together.
Okay. Now the first play you read, what was it called?
Well, I co-wrote To Death Do Us Part.
Okay.
I did a lot of, well, professionally, I did a lot of skits for my church.
Okay.
But when I got into the more professional aspect, I would say To Death Do Us Part, There's a Stranger in My House, um, most recently The Perfect Date,
Hmm.
which, we did that
It was around
3 times
Valentine's
last
Day.
year.
Valentine's
Yes,
Day, right?
yes, yes. And we were hoping to do it April the 4th because that would have been the 5-year anniversary for the production company, B Fly Productions.
Okay.
But
Come on.
Rona done decided to interrupt our
Evangelist Rona
plans.
got a word
I'm gonna need,
from somewhere. I don't know if it was
she
from the
got
Lord.
it from the pits of hell. Rona, she needs to take her and her dolly. You know the little dollies that the saints be. I'm gonna need her to
Yes.
take that. Get your long skirts, get your no nails and no makeup self, and go back from whence you came. Rona, we tired. We tired.
We
Going
is
back to
tied.
Elroy. We tired of you.
Tyed. Tied.
Yes, Rona. She's interrupted so much. Like life has changed. Uh, I don't. I'm concerned about the industry, the entertainment industry.
Hmm.
Like, is everything going to be virtual? Like, will we gather again
Right.
to produce a play? Like, I'm just wondering what that looks like. And I know a
Well,
lot
how
of
you gonna do
people
a play
are.
on Zoom?
That's I'm like, wait, do we pay? Like, are all plays free from now on? Like, how we going? Like, what's happening?
Right.
Man, Rona, I'm gonna need you to go home, going back to your
Uh-huh.
hut, going
Gone.
back under the bridge.
Gone in.
Um, but yeah, so that was one of the things that I'm concerned about. Like, a lot of people had things planned, like we had auditions, we had shows, and everything just abruptly stopped.
Right.
So will we return to the new normal? Probably not. What does life look like in the entertainment industry? Those are things that I have questions about because this is our passion. Some of us, it's our bread and butter.
Right.
So what happens next?
Right. I mean, well, in the comedy world, they on comedy tours right now. They kick as
Really?
soon as
I'm
everything
about to
went back
join.
up. They kicked it, but that's technically in the theater realm,
Yeah.
stage realm. So I'm like, that's kind of close to theaters. I got a press release. AMC, the movie theaters are opening in July. I think July 2nd. So
Wow. Okay.
I'm like, okay. I don't know. I haven't seen a flyer for anybody's play though. That's in the next
Mhm.
3 months. Well, the next 2 months,
Mhm.
like July, August. Haven't seen it yet.
Mhm.
Um, But it's really weird.
So
This is the month that the film industry is supposed to open back up, though, June.
right, right,
So I've been seeing,
right,
definitely been
right.
seeing stuff popping up. So we hopeful.
Well, we shall see. We shall see. I know for us, B Fly Productions, we're just being prayerful and playing it by ear because we don't want to risk people's lives. Because it's
Right.
like you want to have your show. I get it. We wanted to have our show April 4th, but it got canceled. Or
Right.
postponed. And at the end of the day, it's more so about lives and the health of our people, of our fellow brothers and sisters. I don't think any show, any dollar, nothing's worth a life.
Absolutely not.
So, we ain't gonna do nothing until it is safe and sound.
Hmm.
Yep.
I'm mad. I had a trip planned for July. I had to cancel that.
Uh,
So I'm like, nah, we not doing it, bruh. We not doing
right.
it.
Exactly. Exactly.
If my birthday's in October, I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going. I'm like, I don't know.
Right. That's like I turned 30 in October, so I'm gonna need again Rona. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna need. I don't want a quarantine birthday. I don't know if I want
We
to do
gonna
that.
need. Oh, I'm not quarantine birthday, and I know I'm not doing that. I just mean, like trips or anything like that. I don't know.
Mhm.
But
Right.
but I'm not quarantine birthday in October.
All right. We turn it up. We turn it up.
No,
We are
no,
turning up.
no. So what is your dream role, or if you have
Hmm.
many?
I would say I would say my dream role probably would be something serious.
Hmm.
I would start off getting a role that's serious and then it would switch to a comedic role. So I don't think in my career that I've ever played a serious role. And I'm not like I want to challenge myself on that level where nope, I'm not gonna crack no jokes, I ain't gonna say nothing funny. My body language gonna be serious. So I wanna challenge myself. That would be my dream to get a serious role where I
Hmm.
can express much emotion, much passion.
Hmm.
And put aside the comedy, the comedic comic relief for another show.
That would be really cool. Have you ever thought about? And I feel like I asked you this before. You probably get it all the time. Have you ever thought about or ever done stand up, or would you?
Well, that's funny you say this. And when people see this, they're gonna be like, "I told you, I told this one particular person." Kenita Washington has told me that I need to do stand up. Like I want to say even elementary school, middle school,
Mm-hmm.
high school, you need to do stand up. Even my apostle says you need to do stand up.
Hmm.
And I'm finally like getting it, but I couldn't see myself doing it before. Like with a mic standing in front of people telling jokes. Like because it's more natural for me. It's more
Right.
improv. Like I'm more witty. So I didn't see it. I was like, nah, like I don't see myself doing stand up. But I guess the older I get and I guess you grow and you realize, oh, maybe they was right. Maybe I need to do some stand up.
Hmm.
I'm gonna practice in the mirror first.
Yes,
Cause I
that's
don't want to look
definitely
like no fool. I ain't gonna book no show and no comedy club without trying to see if it's gonna work for real.
right.
But it's not far fetched anymore to answer your
That's
question.
good. I'm glad you said that.
Yes.
People ask me all the time. I'm like, I'm definitely open to it. It's on my bucket list to do stand up one time before I die. I doubt if, and I say this now, I doubt if I'm going to transition and start calling myself a comedian and booking shows.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I definitely got to get it out of my system one good time. And I said the only thing that's holding me back is jokes. Like I would actually let people write for me. I'm not that stuck in
Right.
producing it. I just want to do it. I'm like, if I can get a good five joke
Right.
written and
Right.
then practice them and know that they dead funny and I'm
Right.
comfortable.
Exactly.
That's all I'm good. I'm not nervous about it. I'm not scared. I just
Yeah.
know I need, you know, my countenance has to agree with it.
Yes.
My spirit man
Yes. Come
has
on,
to stand
countenance.
up
Come on. Come
at
on
the
and use
mention of
Jesus'
the joke.
word. At the mention.
Come
But
on.
I'm with you on that. And I actually, it's funny you asked because recently, like within the last 2 months, I actually legit had a dream that I was doing stand-up comedy. And I was like, okay, God, like I get it. Like you don't have, okay, I'm going to try.
Yeah.
So let's say when Rona gone, I'm gonna try to do something. When she roll out, I'm gonna make her a joke. It's about to be jokes on you, Rona.
That's what I need. That's what I told people to. I said, you know what? When this quarantine is over, I'm going to every comedy show on the East Coast because there's gonna be so many jokes about the
There's about to be
quarantine.
so many jokes, so much
But
material, so
that would be
much.
a good time for you to work on it, though. You know,
That's true.
it's not
That
like
is
you
so
went in the
true.
rehearsal for this, tech week for that, on set for
Right.
this shoot. You know what I'm saying?
That is so true. That is true.
You
So
know, we're not
true.
scattered right now. Yes. So, is there a role that you would not play? You like, absolutely not.
Um, I don't think, and I'm gonna say this publicly because I'm not ashamed. I don't think that I would play a role where I would have to be a lesbian or homosexual. And I
Mhm.
mean, no offense. I love everybody, but I would not feel comfortable playing that role.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have there been any obstacles in your career that you've overcome that you would like to speak on and maybe encourage somebody?
An obstacle I would say is originally confidence.
Mhm.
Um, Feeling like I can get out here, I can get on stage in front
Mhm.
of people and be an entertainer,
Yeah.
and as well as touch lives or minister to people who's out there. Because even having a comedic role, you still minister through laughter.
Hmm.
So confidence, number one, because it took me to until 2015 to really believe that man, I could be a playwright. I
Hmm.
could get on stage professionally beyond my church, beyond family members and friends, that I can stand before 700 people or X amount of people and be accepted and walk
Hmm.
off the stage feeling accomplished.
Right.
Or like after, when the curtain calls and people wanting to take pictures with you,
Hmm.
or people want you to talk in my Priscilla voice.
Right.
So I would say more than anything, confidence and knowing that you can live your dream. You can do what you're passionate about.
Mm-mm-mm. I'm taking my notes, keeping my journalistic integrity. Amen. Huh?
All right, Reverend.
What was some of the best advice you've been given?
The best advice is being an original, like not pattern yourself after anyone else. Just being
Hmm.
authentically you. Like you don't have to act like Angela Bassett. You don't have to act like Viola Davis, or anyone. Just be you. Make your mark. And so I would say that is the greatest advice. Like not walking in anybody's shadow, not walking in anyone's footsteps, but being authentically Quiandria Marie Willis.
I decided long ago never to
Yes.
walk in anyone's shadow. If I
Uh-huh.
fail, if I
Uh-huh.
fail.
Come on. Come on. I hear you.
Come on
God
with
rest.
it.
God rest her
Mm.
soul.
So you
Yeah.
are a real estate agent as well. Let us know what your
Yes.
company is.
Yes. Keller Williams Preferred Properties. If you're looking to buy or sell, call me 301-312-7078. I just put in the plug.
Come on.
Boom.
Plug it in,
Boom.
plug it in. How long
Plug
have
it
you been
in.
doing real
Yes.
estate?
2 years now. Actually, it was 2 years, May 29th. So recently.
Okay. So what was your first project directing? Can you remember?
My first project directing. Wow.
Taking you back?
Yes. Taking me
Yeah.
back down memory lane. Um, mm, there's been so many, like so many things I've done at my church.
Oh well, you can just do one
Um,
if you. Yeah, because I know you've been killing it. So.
and I've been trying. Um, I want to say it was Soul Ties.
Okay.
Yes, yes. It was a really spiritual play about how when you connect with people, that you also connect with their soul. So just being mindful of who you're connected to, who's in your circle, because not everybody's there to lift you up, but to also pull you down or destroy you.
Mm,
Yes.
that's powerful. You said that so exact and nonchalant. That's powerful.
Yeah.
So, what was the process like directing though? Because you have to now articulate your vision in a different way, and now you
Yes.
step out of the actor's shoe
Mm-hmm.
into the management shoe.
Yes.
How was that? And
So it was pretty good. I'm a people's person,
mhm.
so I can adapt for the most part. Well, the only type of person I don't care for is a critical person. Now, constructive criticism is great, But when
Right.
you criticize to wound, I'm not a fan.
Hmm.
And as you know, it's not that easy to work with people with various personalities.
Right.
So I would just removing self. Like I try to remove myself and my emotions and like these are people, these are God's children. You guys may get on my
Mhm.
nerve, praise God. But we're gonna get this done. We're gonna fulfill the vision. And not deterring from what I want. Because sometimes you're like, all right, you're not doing exactly what I wanted, but whatever. But
Mhm.
no, this is what God gave you, or this is what you received, this is how you envisioned it. So you keep pushing until this actor or this person fulfills what you saw.
Right.
Because that's diluting your vision. If it's not exactly what you saw, or if it's not enhancing it and you got to take a step lower, that's diluting what you originally saw.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good right there. Y'all can take notes on that right there.
Yes,
Sticking to the
sir.
vision
Yes.
and plowing the ground and making it work. What
Yes.
what do you see happening with your acting career in the next 5 years?
I I really pray that it expands, that I meet Tyler Perry. A lot of people say, I've heard this so much, that, oh, you're going to be the next Tyler Perry and stuff like that. But I'm like, no, I want to be better. Like, I want to supersede. Like, he's doing great things. He's doing amazing things. He's owning properties. He's employing our people. But I want to be beyond that.
Yep.
So I would say beyond Tyler Perry, beyond Oprah Winfrey,
Hmm.
just beyond. I would
Yeah.
say that that would be my word, just going beyond.
Yeah.
And not just entertaining, not just ministering through movies and plays. And that's another thing. I want to transition from plays to movies and web series. It's great to have a play, but I see a lot of people transitioning from stage plays to movies and web series. And with all that's taking place with life changing and stuff, things are virtual now. So I think we have to shift anyway.
Hmm. Have you done
Yeah.
a film before?
I did a I did a comedy series, and it should be launching soon. It's called Church Folks. Should I
Okay.
laugh, cry, slap somebody? I did it in Philly about 2 years ago, and
Okay.
so it's in post production. So it should be launching really soon. It should be streaming online
Uh,
soon. It
that
was
is
a very
great.
rewarding experience.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank
That's
you,
what I'm
thank you.
talking about.
Yes. So that's my goal, to write more movies, write plays, things that are meaningful,
Hmm.
things that hold weight, not just make you cry, but leave you on an avenue of thought, give you a message.
How do you prepare for your auditions?
I would say I'm not a fan of auditions, first
Me
off.
either.
When I tell you, I would take going on stage over an audition,
Hmm.
which I don't know if there's a difference because you're still in front of people, but I'm so nervous when it comes to auditions, doing a monologue, that I may have lost opportunities because of my nerves. So I just, again, try not to think about it. But when I get in that room and see them 3 people, 4 people, 2 people, it's like,
Uh,
Jesus, can you please help me?
right.
So I just try to do positive affirmations, like I can do this.
Hmm.
I won't forget my lines. I'm going
Yes.
here to impress. I'm going here to get what I want, which is this role.
Hmm.
Yeah, but
That's
I do prefer video auditions. If I can do
okay.
that, I'm winning.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes,
those are way better because you don't have anybody in real time
yes,
giving you feedback or giving you attitude or
yes.
anything.
Body
Giving you
language, looking
anything.
at you like,
Right.
yeah,
And some of that is games too. Like, some of that is it could be games or they tired. So I had to minister to myself over the years
mm-hmm,
to not take anything that I see personal or
yes,
as what I think I see.
yes,
Because I've gotten feedback from judges who I thought were not even paying attention in my audition or, maybe weren't feeling me and they gave me the best
mm-hmm,
critique back. And I'm like,
right,
yeah. And then I know how it is as well. Even with doing this show, I'll be watching it back and my face be my face
mm-hmm,
be doing stuff. But I explain to people, there's so much going on with this show. Like I'm looking at comments there's stuff going on with my phone. Sometimes the person I'm talking to is going in and out of freezing, but then when
Mm-hmm.
I'm editing the video, there's nothing going on with them, so it's clear. So now I
Mm-hmm.
got to know that I don't need to stop the show or tell them to repeat it
Right.
because what I'm seeing is
Mm-hmm.
not. Is a lot. Is a lot
Right.
that
It's
goes
so
on.
much. It's
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Something could have fell over here, and I'm like, I don't really need to pick that up right now.
Right.
But it's just like while the person talking, and you like, yeah, or or if they saying something deep, you know how we get. We got to do
Right.
the church face.
Mm-hmm. Like mm-hmm. Mm.
That's just
My
real.
God.
We feel it. We are people who feel.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And we make sounds. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the audition process, especially in musical theater, is horrible for me. It's horrible because
Yeah, I
musical
rather
theater, all you do is sing though. That's technically
uh-huh.
the part that makes it easier. However, the type of singing is more classical and more high end, where I'm not that
Got it.
experienced in, so I don't read sheet music or nothing like that. So that's the only
Mm-hmm.
difference. Musicals that
Mm-hmm.
I can go in and sing an original song or R&B, pop, gospel song or something like that, I'm
Right.
good because I minister,
Right.
go in and minister, and that's how I try to make myself think. Even with classical or musical theater songs, I try to minister.
Mm-hmm.
So that's helped me a lot. And
Awesome.
since you brought up Tyler Perry, you didn't even
Uh-huh.
know well I got questions. But I mean, I used him as an example. It could be anybody, Tyler Perry, or anybody who green lights films. So I
Yes.
said, I'm challenging you right now. If Tyler Perry, Oprah, Spike Lee, anybody greenlit a film for you and said you cast who you want and you co-writing, who are your five is a ensemble cast? Who are your five female and who are your five male actors?
Ooh, that's so do you mean celebrity actors?
No, I just mean if you were
Okay.
greenlit and you
So I would do because I'm for the underdog.
Mhm.
Like celebrity actors, they've already got their shot. They already out there. So I would definitely be pulling on people that I already work with
Mhm.
because it's only right. You know, if they start out with me and I'm going up, to me it's insulting to be like, well, Tyler Perry's here, Oprah's here. Thanks for all you've done. Uh, so I don't even know if I would cast celebrities. I would definitely like my strongest cast, our strongest crew, I would contact them.
No, I'm saying
And I
name them.
think,
The challenge is name them. Five females, five males. Drop them.
okay, well, do I know that many people? Okay, so I would say I would definitely say my business partner, Kanita Washington.
Uh-huh.
Lisa Renee, she's a brilliant
Hmm.
actress. Mm, wow. Okay, males. Mandrell Solomon, he
Uh-huh.
is phenomenal. Jeff Jackson Jr., he's
Okay.
phenomenal. Who else? Lorraine, uh, Lorraine McDaniel,
Hmm.
she's phenomenal. Um, I'm trying to think. You just put me on the spot. Hopefully
Uh-huh.
the Saints don't be upset with me. Um, I'm trying to. How many did I name? Five.
It don't gotta be five. That's good if you can stop
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Yes. So yes, my point is that if you've had a committed crew, a committed cast,
Hmm.
that's like a slap in the face for you to abandon them, even if they're not necessarily getting a major role.
Hmm.
It's almost insulting to be like, deuces, see y'all later. Thanks for all the time. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the years you served. I
Hmm.
think when you go up, everyone else should go up too if they're deserving.
Come on. You on that Biblistical right there. You on that. You've been faithful over a few things. Ha!
Yes, let me make you ruler.
Come on up to this row.
Let me make you ruler over much. Come on.
Come on. Come
Yes.
on. Make you rule over this script here, over your lines.
Everything.
Go
Make
and get
you
that.
right. Make you rule over Atlanta and New York. Come on. And
Wow.
Hollywood.
Wow.
Yes. So that's definitely what I would do.
That's what's up. What have you learned during the quarantine about yourself, your career, your walk with God?
Um, I would say that I learned that I need to take better care of myself. That I was very busy before the quarantine,
Hmm.
and that I didn't take time for myself, like my own personal development, just resting, like relaxing. So I mean, I'm so sad about all of the lives that we lost, and
Right.
people say that this COVID-19 isn't real, but it's very much real. Like I know people who have lost their lives, who's lost loved ones to
Right.
COVID-19. So it is definitely real. And so I'm sad about the losses.
Mm-hmm.
And may God, rest their souls and be peace and comfort to the family. But I would say that I'm grateful for this time of quietness, of solitude. I would say that my relationship has gotten better with God.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my giftings have increased too. And all of that happened because I was quiet. Like you have nothing else to do. There was nothing else to do. There was nowhere to go because everything was closed. So just your talent, honing your craft, your relationship with God. That was all that was there. And I
Right.
think it made some people and broke some people.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Are there any
Yes.
hidden talents that you besides stand up that you're working on or have that you want to share or
I am learning to play the keyboard. Like that's another thing I really love music and I might love music more than acting. So
wow.
that's something that I'm trying to hone. I'm trying to hone my craft of the keyboard and trying to write music, trying to write songs. So that's new for me too. So I'm whatever has to do with entertainment, I want to be involved.
That's what's up.
Yes.
That's awesome. How important is prayer in production? I'll say it the way a preacher would say it. He was like, if I had to title this message, it would be prayer in
Uh-huh.
production. Ha, hallelujah.
Prayer.
But how
Prayer.
important is prayer in production?
Prayer is foremost important. B5 Productions has created a culture of prayer.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do anything before we pray. Like I'm not saying that it's habitual. Like we don't start anything, we don't end anything without praying because God is at the beginning, He's at the middle, He's at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So prayer is a direct dialogue. And I feel like if we didn't pray, then things wouldn't go the way that we expected it to go. I tell the story all the time. I remember when we did the first run of To Death Do Us Part,
Mm-hmm.
and it was supposed to be tech rehearsal, but the saints got to praying and the saints got to prophesying, and there was no rehearsal. So we didn't have it. And you know how important the tech rehearsal is.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't rehearse, but we got on that stage and God reigned, and the show was seamless. And I would say that was because we gave God our all the night before. Like we gave Him the entire show. We gave Him every aspect of it, from the people who were coming to the tickets to the actors and actresses to the lines, from beginning to end. Every aspect of the production we gave to God.
Mm. I love hearing stuff like that.
Yes.
I love hearing stuff like that. What has been your favorite experience in your career so far?
I would say making people laugh. The reaction of the audience,
Mm-hmm.
you can't describe it when you're who you are on stage and you
Mm-hmm.
hear the laughter, you hear the entertainment, or if something happens and people like, or what? Oh my God. So I would say the reactions of the audience and not the hecklers or anything, but I mean the feedback that people give when they feed off of your energy. That is my greatest highlight.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So if you were going to do your life story as a TV series or a movie, which actress would play you as a child?
Which actress would pay? Wow. It would have to be somebody funny. It would have
Mm-hmm.
to be somebody goofy. That is a tough one. I
I,
don't
I
know.
stumped a lot of my guests with this question.
Which actress would play me? You play too much. Right now you playing, Brother Calvin, asking these questions. What actress would play me as a child? Wow. Um, Somebody funny. Can I use that as
Right,
my answer? Like
right,
somebody
yes,
goofy?
yes.
Somebody that would almost about to get put out the class for being a class clown, but then you make the teacher laugh, so she'd be like, sit down, just sit down.
Come on.
So it would have to be somebody funny, but a person that comes to mind, I don't know.
Got you. So can you talk a little bit about some of your spiritual giftings
Yes,
that you walk in, and how, and
yes.
also not only that, but their relevance to who you are in entertainment. And I think that's important.
hmm So I would say that my strongest spiritual gifting is the prophetic.
Hmm.
I was ordained at Rhema International Ministries in May of 2015
Okay.
as a prophet,
Hmm.
and I didn't ask, like I didn't do anything to for them to come to me and be like, we want to take you to this training.
Hmm.
We want to ordain you. Like, how some people have to fight for gifts or fight for titles and stuff like that, or a place
Hmm.
in a church. So I didn't ask to be licensed, and I didn't want to be. I mean, to God be the glory, but it's just a title.
Hmm.
Um, and I mean, I give God glory and honor for it because you see what other people don't see, and it
Right.
helps you in the entertainment industry because when your discernment is high, you'll know who to work with and who not to work with,
Hmm.
or you'll know who's for you and who's not because you'll be able to discern that. So, or what contract to sign and what contract to be like, nah, I plead the blood,
I know.
so I think that the prophetic helps, and I'm very grateful that God chose me to walk in such a gift, to walk in such a talent from Him. And I would say also going back to the rehearsal that I mentioned, where we just prayed and worshiped, that the Spirit of the Lord came into the room, and many of the cast members have received prophetic words and insight and directions about their life.
Hmm.
So I guess whatever environment that you create or whatever atmosphere you create,
Hmm.
it is conducive for the Spirit to move, for God to move. And He definitely moved that day. He's moved in a lot of rehearsals that we've had.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Do
Yes.
you ever think back to some situations and be like, I would have done it differently now that I know what I know?
Um, I would say there was one particular play that I had auditioned for. I had the lead role. It was my first lead role. I was really excited, and I didn't pray about it. Like I didn't seek God because you're supposed to acknowledge Him in all our ways,
Hmm.
and I think that means I know that that means in everything you do. Like every single aspect of your life needs to acknowledge Him, from accepting
Right.
a role to leaving a role. And
Right.
so I had a very toxic experience where the playwright lied. Like I was very respectful. Long story short, my grandmother had passed away, and I
Hmm.
had to travel out of town, and I wasn't as available for the rehearsals. And I told them this, and for whatever reason, they decided to misconstrue what I was saying. And so I live in Upper Marlboro, and the rehearsal is about 29 to 30 miles away from me. And
Hmm.
I was the first one there, sometimes the only one there, most committed. And for to be treated like that, no remorse, no condolences, you flat out lie about why I'm no longer a part of your play. So but I didn't pray and I didn't ask God. I didn't submit the person's name and ask him, should I be a part of this? So I feel
Hmm.
like that showed me that you do need to acknowledge him, even when it's something that you really want to do. Even if it's something you're really passionate about, you need to ask God, is this right for me? And
Right.
if I had have sought him, I wouldn't have wasted time or energy or being
Gas money.
disappointed. Gas money, wear and tear on a car.
Come on,
Amen. All that for free.
my lord.
But anyway, yeah, that was that. And so I want to say that I didn't pray about that, and that definitely backfired.
Okay.
But I forgive and move on. God bless. Wish you the
Right.
best.
Right. I've had that similar situation happen. It's not fun. Because you be like,
Mm-hmm.
wait a minute, I know who I am and I know the integrity that I live by and walk by every
Right.
day. And
Right.
this what was said don't match me.
That's
And I
lies.
can't do nothing about it.
Alternative
So,
facts.
right. It's crazy. So what
Mm-hmm.
is it good okay for me to assume that comedy is your favorite genre of film or
Yes. Yes, it
okay.
is. Yes. That's my
What's your,
favorite.
what is your favorite movie or favorite couple movies that come to mind right now?
Um, my favorite movie is I love Just Right with
Okay.
Queen
Queen
Latifah. Yes,
Latifah and
I love
comedy.
that. hmm but my all-time favorite movie is The Preacher's Wife.
Okay.
Like that is, I would watch that movie every day That is my movie. Like I will sing them songs from that movie, and it's 4th of July, and it's a Christmas movie, but that is my favorite movie.
Mhm. I'm the type I play Christmas music anytime. I'm a person about the lyrics, the vocals, and the instrumentation. I'm not a person where music has to change my mood or how I feel. So like I'll
Hmm.
be rocking some Faith Evans Christmas album, people be like, it's July, like what you ready to open get? I'm like, number one, you
Yes.
already off because
Yes.
it's about the birth of Christ. Hallelujah. But
Glory,
secondly,
Jesus,
music
baby
doesn't change
Jesus.
my mood like that unless I want it to. I just love
Hmm.
good vocals, good. If it's my favorite, it's my favorite. All year
Yes.
round.
Yes. Yes.
What's your favorite
Yep.
scene from The Preacher's Wife?
Um, my favorite scene. I would say all of it, but I don't want to be annoying. Um, I would say my favorite scene is wow. Um, when Denzel Washington, his name is Dudley, when
Mhm,
he's in the church and he's looking at the preacher and his wife's wedding picture, and he
mhm,
imagined that it was him and the wife instead of the husband, because his intent was to restore their marriage and
mhm,
restore just them, help them to regain their church, regain focus. But
mhm,
he ended up liking the wife, Whitney Houston. So he was
mhm.
standing in the sanctuary, he was standing in the rescue, and he imagined him being with the wife, and it was thunder that sounded like God was like, "Boy, don't lose focus. I sent you down here to help them. Now I need to help you." So
Right.
that was my favorite scene. Yes.
Wow. Now, what's your favorite play that you haven't been in, or co-directed or co-written?
My favorite play. This is super old. And this is why I wanted to start doing plays. One of the reasons why I wanted to start doing plays. It's a local guy named Jay Cameron. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Okay. Okay.
Um, I believe his ministry is the Life Church. And so
Hmm.
I think that was the first play that I saw, and it was called Sexpose. And it was
Okay.
just about sexual relations and being pure, and how when you're not, you bring in, different spirits and stuff like that. So it was very raw and intense. And I've never seen anything like that where this church openly talked about sexual sin. And a
Mhm.
lot of times people don't talk about it. They just
Right.
say fornication, you going to hell. But
Right.
they broke it down in a creative way where it was like, oh, I don't want an STD. Like I need, like, he talked about safe sex. He talked about abstinence. It was
Mhm.
just so much. And we were like 12, 13, 14, but we
Mhm.
got it. Like he scared us,
Yeah.
and he did it in such a way where children were at the altar crying because
Mhm.
in repentance. So I want to say that was my favorite production, and that one I wanted to be a part of that.
Wow. And that's
Yes,
good because I forgot to ask you what inspired you to start acting. So that was one of the things.
yes, yes.
Do you
And
also have?
even
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, even looking at Tyler Perry's plays growing up, like
Mhm.
his old plays, like Diary of a Mad Black Woman, all the stuff that he's written. I've always imagined myself on stage, like I can
Mhm.
do this, like I really want to do this. And whether it's with him, whether it's with someone greater, whether it's myself, it was just something I always wanted to do.
Mhm.
Always wanted to be on stage, wanted to entertain people beyond the four walls of the church, beyond setting up the church,
Mhm.
buying stuff from Five and Below or Amazon, Oriental trading. Beyond that, I wanted to do something major in
Mhm.
the area of entertainment that will, leave people astonished.
Mm, I love it. Now I
Yes.
forgot the question. I always once every two shows I have a question that pops in my head and then I don't write it down, which I got this for, and I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did. I remember now. Who did you have? Oh, it's two. Did you have
Mm-hmm.
any mentors in your acting career? And I'll write the other one down. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so my mentor now and my acting coach is Kanita Washington.
Hmm.
She's tougher on me because she wants me to be the best.
Hmm.
So she'll work with me behind the scenes over and over again on my part, and I'll be like, I'm tired. I don't want to do this role no more. Like, and I don't want to do this. But when I get on stage, it shines, you know, and I'm very grateful for it. So she's the Maddie Moss of entertainment. Be fly. But she don't be throwing shoes or nothing, but she do this loud snap. And it's like, why you gotta snap? Like, you know. But she's more loving than Maddie Moss. God bless her and rest her soul. Amen. But she, you know, she knows what you can do. She sees in you what you can do, what you can produce. And so when she's your coach, you're gonna be the best. You're gonna do your part.
Come on.
You're gonna be perfected.
Come on.
So yes. I've done different roles in different ways in front of her, and she's like, nope, do that again. Nope, do it again. Like, can I get some water? Like, I'm thirsty, you know. But it only made me better. So I'm definitely grateful.
That's what's up. Did you have you considered like classical, like going to a going to get acting classes from an institution or something?
I considered it because, well, I don't know if it makes a difference now or if people just want who they want or want what they want. But it's not far-fetched. I would definitely do it professionally, especially if I want to go further. I kind of want to go back to writing solely and just appear every now and then, like as a surprise or a treat or whatever. You know, I don't want to. I don't think I want to have a reoccurring role. I just want to bust great writings out and, you know, just let everybody else do the acting.
Okay, that's interesting. That would be dope too, to have you do some cameos every now and then.
Yes.
Yeah, but then you're gonna be doing your stand up though, so you know.
That's true. That's very true. I'm be at the comedy locations and with my mic.
The comedy
my mic sounds nice. Locations. I don't even know what it's called. The locations, wherever they are.
Send me your location. Focus on something.
Somewhere. Over the rainbow. I mean, wherever.
Come on.
Just do it.
So
just do it.
Now tell the people your upcoming projects again. I know you mentioned 2. Can you run them back and then give the people what they need to know?
Yes. So, disclaimer, we don't know when we'll be back as far as gathering with social distancing. The perfect date, that is, you know, what we've been working on. It started off as a play. We're trying to go into film. We'll probably do the play maybe 2 more times if Rona permits, God willing. If not, we'll probably be working behind the scenes to start filming it. Okay. Which is safer, you know, and then just promote real heavy and live stream it. Okay. So that's the main thing that we're working on. We're writing behind the scenes, paying attention to what's going on in the world so we can stay relevant.
Awesome. Tell the people where they can find you.
Yes. So you can find me on Facebook under Quiandria Kiki Willis. I'm on Instagram. Should I spell it for the Saints?
I love your Instagram name. It's hilarious. Yes. Give it to the people.
Yes, my Instagram name is Specially Key. It's spelled SPECIALLYKE, not KEY, KE. Specially Key.
You know what I thought it was? I thought you were saying special like. You know, like in the DMV, they got this special like or like.
Oh, that's what that means.
I'm
gonna take that. See, you just prophesied. That's really what it meant.
I was about to say, knowing you, I'm like, that's what that means.
I like that. And if I'm looking at it, a special like, okay, yes. That's how I imagine you stuff from Insecure. That's about the. Thank you. I need to see the offering for that. That's about to be my stage name. I'm about to go copyright that and get it trademarked.
That's your comedian name. That's your comedian name. See what we doing here on the Faith Factor? It was meant for me to be on a Faith Factor. Come on, Faith Factor, birthing stuff. Y'all birthing me out here on this Instagram. Come on, give birth. Hey. That reminds me of Byron. Special life. I like that. Thank you, brother Calvin. You're
Thank
welcome, my
you.
queen. You're
I appreciate
welcome.
that. I give honor where honor is due.
Well, you better talk your
Thank
talk.
you, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, I love you, sis. Thank you so much for
I
being
love
on
you
my show.
too. Thanks for having me. I
I can't
appreciate
wait till
that.
we work together again and do some amazing things.
Yes.
And blessings
Yes.
to you in your career. Everything that God has for
Thank
you,
you.
I declare it already done.
Thank you. Amen. I receive it. Thank you
Absolutely.
so much for having me.
You're welcome.
So, will the replay be available?
It
Or
will be. Every
okay.
episode goes up on YouTube within the day that it was filmed.
Awesome.
So by the
Thank
time you
you. I
wake up
appreciate that.
tomorrow, it'll be on YouTube.
Thank you. That's dope. And
Absolutely.
I appreciate you. I hope that God enlarges your territory, that He draws viewers, listeners, that your name is blown in the wind, and that you experience grace and favor. In Jesus' name.
In
Thank
Jesus'
you.
name. Amen. This has
Amen.
been the Faith Factor with your boy, Brother Calvin, and Quiandria Kiki Willis.
Special light.
Special night. Y'all take care. We will see y'all the next time.
Thank you.